Hello, good morning, everyone. Uh, so today I'm going to give you the introduction about the cryptology part of this computer and network security course. I have seen Dr. Bandarnaik already gave the introduction to computer and like network security part. So this is the motivation of this course, actually the cryptology part, to persuade and use the importance of cryptology and cryptography from ancient times uh, to establish basic notations and terminologies to be used in the unit, throughout the unit in this course, and to introduce basic cryptographic operations that are used as building blocks for modern cryptographic algorithms. So this is the motivation for today's lecture. And as an as a start, let's discuss a little bit about this terminology, the cryptography and cryptology. So in ancient times, actually, this mostly came from Greeks, as far as we know. So this term came from some Greek origin. So cryptos means hidden or secret, and graphene, that means writing. So as this name implies, this gives some meaning like hidden or secret writing. And logy or logia means study or science, like we have biology, zoology, like that. And therefore, we have cryptology, that means secret writing, a science of secret writing. And also, we have in cryptology, it has two parts. One is writing the secrets, writing in secret way, and the other part is breaking up the secrets, or like trying to reveal the secrets from secret writings. So basically, we have cryptology, that is the science of secret writing. I will write like this. Cryptology means science of secret writing, and this can be divided into two parts. One is breaking the secrets, and another thing is writing in secret way. Cryptology consisted of two things. One thing is cryptography, that is secret writing, how to write secrets, cryptography, and the other part is cryptanalysis, that means how to break the secrets. So cryptology is the science of secrets, science of secret writing. Cryptography means how to write in secret formats, and cryptanalysis means how to break up the secrets. So cryptology, the science of secrets, consists of these two parts, cryptography and cryptanalysis. Okay, so we mainly focus on cryptography, that means how to write the uh, secrets, how to encode the messages or plain text into secret forms. We do not give much focus on cryptanalysis, but throughout the course we will discuss certain things about cryptanalysis as well. Okay, so this cryptology and security, that cryptology is coming from actually from mathematics, algorithms, or formal representations like theorems and proofs. So everything is based on mathematics. How to write in a secret format, that means it is coming like using some mathematical functions, we transform a plain text into a secret message. So that is coming from mathematics. And security part, that is particular to a system. It can be a computerized system like what we use in modern world for mainly for communications, and that can be some like human based system without using any machine or any electronics, or can be a completely a mechanical system, anything. So anything based uh, on mathematics, and we implement them in any system like human based manual system or computerized system using electronic devices, and also it can become completely a mechanical system. Even though we do not use mechanical systems now, they existed. So security part is particular to a system, how to implement cryptography in a particular system. So let's discuss a little bit about history of cryptography. So hiding secrets from enemies, that concept has thousands of years. So until recent decades, cryptography uses pen and paper or simple mechanical aids. That's why I said that can be a completely mechanical system. So for cryptography, actually for secret writing, we just need pen and paper and also some mathematical function or some knowledge to transfer the plain message into a secret form. We automate that thing in a computer system or in mechanical system. So for cryptography, it has 1,000 years. Even though computers are not existed, cryptography existed. So some early eras of cryptography, that is ancient times, that means Greek, Rome, Egyptian civilizations, and there was a big uprise about cryptography in during the Second World War, and also nowadays we mainly discuss about modern cryptography, that is modern cryptographic algorithms, and implement them in our computer systems to make sure our data are secure. So we can divide the eras into mainly three different eras: ancient, during the Second World War time, and modern times. In the ancient times, actually writing was safe because only few people can read. Ancient times, not everybody knew how to write and read. Only certain high class people can read and write. So writing something in a paper or uh, in some form of papyrus paper or whatever, uh, that is that can be considered as a safe thing. Only the people who knows writing can understand it. And later on, people started learning, and majority of people in society could read. So in that is about ancient time, and in Greek civilization, there was a thing called scytale. So that is a strip of wounded around a cylinder, uh, and message is written on it, and then the strip is unwounded, the strip is sent to the other party. So using a same size rod, again the receiver can wound the strip and then read the message, but otherwise without the same size rod, it is not easy to understand the message. I think this mechanism is very much a mechanical thing, and you can understand the concept. There's a rod. Using that rod, a strip or paper or whatever strip is wounded around that, and write the message, and then unwound it and send. The receiver can again wound it in the same sized rod, otherwise uh, it won't give any meaning. And also in ancient Rome, Julius Caesar used a shift of three positions method called Caesar cipher for military communication. The concept is very simple. So we have letters, the plain text letters, and plain text letters are shifted uh, three positions to make the ciphertext. For example, we can see letter A is replaced by letter Z, B is Y, C is this, likewise. And when it comes to D, A is coming shifted by 3. So this is the ciphertext, the cipher, and this is the plain text. And any plain text message will be generated using this cipher shifting three positions. The person who knows the number of shifts can understand the message, otherwise no. So that's a simple cipher, but that witnesses cryptography existed in ancient times. During the World War time, there was a Zimmerman telegram, a coded telegram system used by the Germans during World War One. This method was broken by British. So the telegram system automatically encode the message into a secret form and do the communication. Only the receiver, the Germans, can translate the message into readable form. But this was broken by British. And ADFGVX cipher, that was also used by Germans during 1918, delivering and receiving secret keys, has presented major obstacle to use this cipher in battle. So that means to use this cipher, this this system, the secret key should be shared between two parties, the sender and the receiver. That was difficult. So for when we consider these ancient ciphers and ciphers until World War II, they are symmetric ciphers. That means secret key should be the secret key should be shared between two parties. One party used that secret key to encode or the make the secret message, and the other party used the same key to translate that secret message into a readable form. So secret key should be securely shared between parties. So that is the common thing in ancient ciphers and also ciphers until World War II. So the main obstacle is receiving and sharing the secret key. And Germany lost the World War One as a result of their cipher having been cracked by British. So we can see that this cryptography or cryptology has a very critical role in history. So Germans lost World War One as their cipher having been cracked by British. So all the messages they transferred could read by British, and all their plans were revealed. That's the reason. So from that ancient time, there were a few other cryptographic systems. One is Enigma machine used by Germans during World War II. So this is completely a mechanical system, no electronics. Algorithm is there. That algorithm is implemented using uh, wheels. So you can see that in our uh, old ancient clocks, we have only the wheels. So wheels do everything. So this machine consisted of thousands of wheels. They are rotating and do this encryption thing. This is completely a mechanical system. Poland invented a deciphering system against Enigma. So they invented another machine that can transfer the secret message generated from this Enigma machine into a readable form. Germans improved the Enigma that made impossible for Poland to continue decrypting. So they again improved their Enigma machine, and the UK began decrypting Enigma messages by using the information it had received from Poland. So the British people began to decrypt the Enigma messages using the information they got from Polish. So German again lost World War II as a result of Enigma having been cracked by British. So again we can see this cryptology or cryptography play a very critical role in history. The decrypting of the Enigma cipher was made public in 1974, more than 20 years after it had been achieved. You can see a lot of documentaries, and you can read a lot of information about this Enigma machine, how it how this incident resulted uh, Germans to lost their battle. It's very interesting story, and also you can read some information about these historical things using the links I have shared here. And after having a brief discussion about history, let's come to the modern cryptography. So the end of 20th century and early years of 21st century show a rapid achievement in telecommunications. So a lot of telecommunication devices are created, wireless communication and many telecommunication mechanisms came into the world. So certainly the messages transferred between parties should be secure. That was essential for that. So widespread use of electronic communication conducted through the internet, along with numerous occurrences of international terrorism, full the need for better methods of protecting computers and information they handle. All the devices connected to this network system should, should make secure. Thus, in order to ensure the security of information, cryptography became a mandatory concern in today's communication systems. So all the network and computer security things are based on the improvement of cryptography uh, and cryptographic algorithms. So when we consider the modern cryptography or modern information security concepts, that security community has identified three essential uh, needs or basics for a system. So it is said heart of information security, the CIA triad. CIA means confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality means information should not made available to unauthorized parties. We can achieve that using like even in ancient time. We can see confidentiality is enforced. So only the people who are sharing secret key can read the messages. Unauthorized parties cannot. So integrity means data should not be modified in an unauthorized or undetected manner. When the data is modified, that should be able to detect, and also not uh, it should not be possible to modify data by unauthorized parties. That is called integrity. And also data origin should be able to verify. In ancient time, this integrity part is not majorly touched by cryptography or the algorithms they used. Instead, what they did was they used to show some symbol or sign or ring or whatever the thing that is coming from authorized party. Let's say like the messenger will show a ring or something from the king or the person who is sending the message. So, but in modern cryptography, we can't do that because everything is automated and networked. We have to have a mechanism to uh, provide integrity. So, modern cryptography mainly it touched this thing very different way than ancient times. And availability is the information must be available to authorized parties when it is needed. When it is needed, the system should not be overloaded. Systems are should be possible to make the information available to the authorized parties. So, for example, in modern world, we have many attacks to the systems, making them busy and make systems unavailable to authorized parties. There should be mechanisms to prevent that and make the information available to authorized parties when it is needed. Now let's discuss a little bit details about uh, these the basic concepts of the CIA triad. So first thing is confidentiality. To achieve confidentiality, encryption is the mechanism used. Encryption means, in previous slides I didn't use this term very much. Encryption is the way to encode a plain text message into unreadable unreadable text or message. So in a crypto system, we have plain text, that is the original message, the plain message, human readable thing. And after doing this encryption or transform it in a mathematical function for the system, if it is implemented, so encryption will generate a text, unreadable message called ciphertext. Ciphertext is the encrypted message. So this is the terminology we use in cryptography, ciphertext. And to do the encryption, we have keys. Key is a secret thing that is having by the person who is encrypting the messages, and also the person who is transform it the ciphertext to plain text again. That person also should have a key. So this encryption is a keyed function which transfer plain text to ciphertext, a mathematical function that uses a secret key or simply a key. A keyed inverse function which transfer the ciphertext back to plain text, that is called decryption. So both these functions are keyed functions. So this is briefly about confidentiality. To achieve confidentiality, we should use the mechanism called encryption. And to encrypt, encryption uh, is kind of a mathematical function. When we insert a plain text message, it will generate a ciphertext message. This encryption function is a keyed function. And to do the inverse, we should have a key again, and that inverse process is called decryption. So this is some little more details about confidentiality. Now we are discussing in terms of symmetric key cryptography and asymmetric key cryptography. So in general, there are two keys, encryption key and decryption key. Encryption key is KE and decryption is KD. So these keys can be the same or different. So when the keys are same, that means KD and KE are same, we say that cryptographic algorithm is symmetric key cryptographic algorithm. So this K value, the key value, is only known to the sender and the receiver. So these symmetric key cryptographic algorithms were widely used. Even now they are widely used, but in ancient time and during the World War, the symmetric key algorithms, those people, they had only symmetric key cryptographic algorithms. So the biggest problem was how to share the key securely between the parties. So this requires to securely transmit the key between sender and receiver beforehand. So once we securely share the key value, then only we can use this cryptographic algorithm for encryption and decryption and sharing the secret messages. So now in modern world we have DES, that is called data encryption standard. That's a symmetric key cryptographic algorithm. And AES, advanced encryption standard, that is another advanced encryption standard than DES. And also RC4, another cryptographic algorithm. So these things are symmetric key cryptographic algorithms. Both the sender and the receiver should have the same key. And the other thing is, other branch is asymmetric key cryptographic algorithms or asymmetric key ciphers. When we say cipher, cipher consisted of two things. One is the function to encrypt, the other thing is the function to decrypt. So having encryption and decryption algorithms, we have a cipher. That's another terminology we use in cryptography. So when we have asymmetric key cryptographic algorithms, that means KE is different than KD. KE is the key used to encrypt, KD is the key used to decrypt. These two keys are different. And it's not possible to derive KD from knowledge of KE. That means when we have the encryption key, it is not possible to derive the decryption key. That is a must. So each participant has a public key and private key of that participant, and certification authority comes into the picture here. Is a trusted third party that issues public and private keys and certifying the public keys. Without that certification, we can't identify who is the owner of this public key. Only with that certification, as we trust that trusted third party or the certification authority, we trust, okay, the person who is having this public key is exactly the person he claims. and does not need a secure channel. Like the public key is publicly available to others and private key is secretly stored. So anybody who is having public key of other person can encrypt a message to that person, but that person can only decrypt it using his secret key. Otherwise nobody can decrypt it. So that is the uh, way of asymmetric key cryptography, secret key cryptography. Sorry, the public key cryptography. So the modern cryptographic algorithms are RSA, Elgamal, Kramashu. There are many algorithms. We have RSA algorithm implemented in SSLTLS protocol suite. Elgamal and Kramashupa, more advanced algorithms. They are not really in use, but there are implementations. They are very advanced. In symmetric key cryptography, the key should be securely transmitted between the sender and the receiver. So you have to understand that. Authenticated key exchange protocols are used for this. So authenticated key exchange protocols uh, are something coming from public key cryptography or the asymmetric key cryptography, and using that mechanism, secret keys are shared between parties. That is how things are happening in the uh, modern systems. Two parties authenticate to each other and exchange secret value over a public channel. So internet is a public channel. Two parties they have to authenticate to each other and exchange a secret value over a public channel. Then use that secret value to encrypt uh, data. So you may wonder why we use symmetric key cryptographic algorithms when we have public key or these asymmetric key algorithms. The thing is, asymmetric key algorithms are very heavy in mathematics. There are a lot of it, it, it should use the resources to encrypt and decrypt, like inefficient, computationally costly. But on the other hand, the symmetric key algorithms are not that inefficient. They are efficient. They can easily do encryption and decryption. So that's why we use symmetric key algorithms for one-time communication, like sharing the secret key. And after that, once the secret key is shared, we use that key and use symmetric key algorithm for data transmission. Otherwise, internet will be very slow. Communication will be very slow. So Diffie-Hellman key exchange mechanism is the basic primitive for that. In our modern systems, in SSLTL's protocol suite, this Diffie-Hellman is implemented. We use it. And there are many variants of this Diffie-Hellman key exchange the primitive. We also use that in our modern systems. So that's briefly about confidentiality. You will learn these things when we are proceeding with the coming lectures. There will be separate sections for public key cryptography and symmetric key cryptography, but for the time being, just understand the major differences between these two things and major uses. And the integrity in the modern cryptography, uh, digital signatures are used to achieve integrity as well as authenticity of data. So these digital signatures are asymmetric cryptographic mechanism. That means using two different keys for encryption and decryption. signature generation and signature verification. Signature scheme consists of message, signature, and signing key and verification key. So signing key is a secret key. The person who is having this secret key can generate a signature for that message. The verification key is publicly available. Anybody can use that key to verify whether this message is coming from the person it sends. Use KS, or the secret key or the signing key. Using that, there's a keyed function that transfer a message to a signature. Usually we use a hash of a message and then transfer it to a signature. So we'll discuss why we use hash function, but for the time being, let's say like message to a signature. And using the KV, the verification key, it does the inverse of the previous function, the signing function, which transfer a signature back to the message. And then we compare the two messages, and if the comparison is okay, then we can verify this message is actually coming from that claimed origin. That is, digital signatures are asymmetric key mechanism, and we have a symmetric key mechanism to provide integrity. That is called message authentication codes. They are used for integrity and authenticity, but the difference is they are symmetric key mechanism. The same key is used to generate the message authentication tag, and same key is used to do the verification. A MAC scheme, or the message authentication code scheme, consists of messages, that's the plain message, and signature, or we can call it as a tag, MAC tag, message authentication code tag, and key. The keyed function will transfer a message to a MAC tag. The reverse again compute the MAC tag of the message and check whether it is matching with the tag coming with the message. So when a message is received with MAC tag, the receiver will again generate the MAC tag using the plain message and check whether the MAC tag coming with the message is matching with the MAC tag he generated. It is possible because both parties, the sender and the receiver, are sharing the same key. And when we talk about integrity, hash function is a useful tool in cryptography for many reasons. Hash function is a one-way function. Once we generate a hash value of a message or plain text, it cannot be reversed. Using the hash value, we cannot generate or get the message back. And also, hash value is like the length of a hash value is fixed. So we can use this to efficiently generate signatures. Otherwise, signature generation will be very inefficient and costly process. Okay. And the other thing is availability, the A component of CIA triad, that preventing DOS attacks, denial of service attacks, such as flood or incoming messages to a target system and essentially forcing it to overload or shut down or slow down. Regularly doing off-site backups can limit the damage caused by these attacks, and also having off-site locations to ready to store services in case of anything happens to primary data centers. So that sort of mechanisms are used to make the things available all the time. So they are not really into cryptography, but some practices, good practices of maintaining the systems. And in the modern world, or in modern cryptography, we have to little bit discuss about provable security. Although we are not discussing about provable cryptography in this course, uh, provable cryptography is usually uh, we have to provide a mathematical proof to say that the cryptographic algorithms is secure according to this definition. In such a proof, capabilities of attackers are identified, they are modeled, attacker is modeled, and using that attack model, uh, we prove the system, the algorithm is secure according to certain security definitions. The aim of the proof is to show that the attacker must solve the underlying mathematical problem in order to break the security of the cryptographic algorithm. Thus, the system using a particular cryptographic scheme holds a security guarantee based on a mathematical problem, which can be measured in terms of computational complexity. So the gist is like when we have provable security, that means we are reducing the complexity of breaking the cryptographic scheme to a non-mathematical problem. For that mathematical problem, we know that this much of computational complexity is there. So this will show uh, a very clear picture about the strength of the cryptographic scheme we use. And that cryptographic scheme, or the algorithm, is implemented and then will be used in systems. So when we have that, we have a very clear picture about the complexity, or the level of security it carries. Okay, this is about the introduction about cryptography part in this course. So this is the motivation about today's lecture, and the main thing you have to understand is how this cryptography evolved from the ancient time and how it is used in the modern world. And also you have to understand the CIA triad, the confidentiality, integrity, and availability. They are the security requirements in modern systems, and having a brief understanding about symmetric and asymmetric cryptography is essential. So let's discuss about all these things in detail in coming lectures. Okay, thank you.